Americans' household debt continues to rise at a record breaking pace. Let's dive into it. Hello, guys. Welcome to the channel. Frank Talks Money. Real quick, I just need one favor, guys. Remember to smash that like button. The more likes the video receives, the more the algorithm will show the video with more like-minded people like you and me. Now let's get right into the content. On average, guys, Americans owe a record of $104,000 in total household debt. That number includes mortgages, home equity lines of credit, HELOCs, auto loans, credit card debt, student loans, and private personal loans. Total U.S. household debt now sits at also a record of almost $18 trillion as of September 30th, 2024, according to the New York Fed. Now let's look at the five biggest debt categories that Americans face today in 2024. We're going to go 5 to number 1. The fifth highest debt is home equity lines of credits. Often seen as a flexible and cost-efficient financing option for homeowners, HELOCs accounted for $376 billion of household debt, or 18% of all home-based loans in the third quarter of 2024. Nearly a fourfold increase from early 2021. Guys are people are tapping into that equity line of credit in their homes, taking the money out and doing God knows what. Probably paying off debt, vacationing, buying toys. I knew a gentleman, guys, when I bought my last house. When I built my last house, right, with my ex-wife. I knew a gentleman who took out a home equity line of credit and bought a motorhome. He bought a motorhome with his home equity line of credit. How stupid can you be? I just don't understand, folks. I just don't understand the financial decisions that people make. I just don't get it. Number 4 is your ever lovely credit card debt. Americans currently owe a record of $1.17 trillion in credit card debt. Balances soared by $24 billion in the third quarter of 2024, representing an 8% year-over-year growth. Guys, if you're still here, hit that like button for me, please, guys. Remember, show me some love. Hit that like button for me, please. Guys, individuals just cannot stop using credit cards. I just don't understand it. I just don't get it. Credit card debt is one of the worst debts you can have. Credit card debt will keep you broke, guys. When you carry a balance on a credit card and you don't pay it off the next month in full, you are paying interest. You are giving the banks free money. Do you guys understand that? When you carry a balance on a credit card debt, you are giving the banks free money. If you want to give away free money, send it to me. I'll take it. Send it to me. But we have got to stop using these credit cards so recklessly. If you cannot live your basic life and take care of your basic essentials on your wages from your job or career, then you got other issues that you need to address. Maybe you need to go find another job. But you really need to look into that. If you are in credit card debt, you need to figure out how to tighten that up as soon as possible. Number 3, auto loans. Auto loans occupy the third position, adding $1.6 trillion to the debt burden of American households. Just like credit card debt, guys, auto loans are such a wealth killer. Auto loans will keep you broke. Just think, guys, If you got an average car payment of $200-300 a month, that's not bad. I understand everyone cannot pay cash for a car. I get that. I understand that, especially the elevated prices for vehicles right now. But do you need a $600 a month car payment? Do you need an $800 a month car payment? Do you need $1,000 a month car payments? Guys, I have known individuals who have talked themselves into buying a new car. If you have a used car, you're going to have maintenance on it. Things are going to break down. But I know people who say, I just had to replace the starter. Maybe I should just go buy a new car. I had to replace the alternator. Maybe I should just go buy a new car. I had to put brakes on my car. Maybe I need to go buy a new car. Guys, you're going to have things go wrong with your car. Things are going to go wrong with your car. There's going to be routine maintenance you're going to have to perform on your car. Stop talking yourselves into going into debt with a high-ass car payment. Stop talking yourselves into debt because you don't want to just do routine maintenance on your car. We got to stop this nonsense, guys. We got to stop it. Number 2 is student loans. Student loans right now are at $1.6 trillion for Americans. That's what Americans owe on student loans. Student loans constitute the second largest debt category amongst all debts. Guys, if you got student loans, I honestly think right now, in my opinion, I think going to school and just learning a trade, because most individuals are not getting the bang for their buck when it comes to student loans. They're just not. Most people can't even find a job that will pay them a high enough salary to even pay their student loans. Now, you know something is wrong with that program. I'm going to go and get into debt with student loans, but then I can't even find a job that will pay me enough money to be able to live a decent life and be able to afford to pay the student loans. Something is really wrong with that program. And I really hope we can get this figured out, because people going into debt for student loans and then can't even make enough money to pay the student loans, that's an issue. That's a real problem. And then number one is good old mortgages. The number one debt is taking out a mortgage. Mortgage debt is the largest debt for most Americans, exceeding other debts significantly. As of the first quarter of 2024, households had accumulated a staggering $12 trillion in mortgage debt. You know, that one, I can't argue with that one. I'm be honest with you. Me personally, I'm gonna buy a home before I rent. You know, and all of us don't have $300,000 or $400,000 to just plunk down for a home. But that is my only debt. That is my only debt. All that other stuff, student loans, don't have them, didn't go to college. Credit card debt, don't have them, don't have it. Car loans, don't have it. Personal loans, don't have them. So, guys, debt is a wealth killer. If you have extreme amounts of debt, it's a wealth killer. When you're making those credit card payments, that's taking money away that you can't invest. If you have a really high car payment, that's money being taken away that you can't invest. If you have a personal loan, that's money that you can't invest. If you have a HELOC, that's money you can't invest. If you have a student loan, that's money, guys, you can't invest. So, guys, I really want to tell you guys, really sit down, guys, and see where you're at in debt, for debt, not including your mortgage. But, guys, I really want everybody to really sit down and see where you're at in 2024 and how you're going to end 2024 with your debt, and get a plan together to make sure by the end of 2025 you have reduced that debt significantly. Guys, it's going to take massive action. But to get out of debt, you need to take massive action. You need to make a committed decision to reduce your debt load. Because as long as you are in debt, you cannot build wealth. Now, but just let me say this. If you got a car note $200 or $300 a month, that's not terrible at all. But if you got an $800 or $900 a month car payment, you're dishing out $500, $600, $700, $800 a month in credit card payments. You got a personal loan, you got a HELOC. Guys, you are robbing yourself of wealth. You cannot build wealth while you have massive amounts of debt. So guys, I implore you guys, please sit down, figure out where you are with your debt load, get a plan together, and make sure this time next year in 2025, you have reduced your debt significantly. So guys, that's my talk on how Americans are now owing a record amount of personal debt. Please like the video, share the video, and most important, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, Frank Talks Money. And with that, guys, remember, financial decisions you make today will impact your financial life tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Frank Talks Money. I am